2 minutes. Okay. All right. Yes. So, can somebody recollect what is it that we saw last?
So we saw about the nature, and it's that nature strength is like it's infinite, like in.
Okay, good.
And we also learned the 5 basic elements which is present in us,
Okay. So,
and we should always be aware that there is oneness in all, like divine in all things.
divine is in all things, isn't it? So, we should never discriminate. Can we say somebody is less divine? Can we say somebody is lesser than another person? No. That same energy of nature is in everybody, isn't it? One question to Vishwa and Dhanur. Is that same energy present in plants and animals also? Vishwa and Dhanur? What do you think?
Sir,
Yeah?
what you told?
So I asked a question. So our friend Viona shared that the nature's energy is inexhaustible. There is like infinite energy in nature. Do you agree?
No, sir.
No?
No.
Why don't you agree? The nature has infinite energy, no?
Yes.
Yes. So that energy is there in human beings. We can use that energy. But is it also there in plants and animals? That great energy of nature. What do you think?
Sir, you can please repeat the question.
Yeah, the same energy that is there in human beings is also profound in plants and animals, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is exactly what I was talking about. So, this energy should be channeled. If we can channel, we can utilize it. All right, let's continue. Excuse me. All right, let's begin. That was our point last time. Nature's energy is inexhaustible. We have to learn to channel the energy of nature. If you are channeling it, then you will receive energy, you will receive inspiration, you will receive direction. Always be aware that this energy is universal. That is why some of the great leaders, they got ideas looking at nature, looking at the sea, looking at the plants, looking at the tree. Can we get any idea looking at a creeper? Anybody? Looking at a creeper, can we get some idea? It doesn't talk, it doesn't run around, it just grows like that. Can we get some idea? It's so weak, no? Looking at a creeper. You all know what a creeper is? What is a creeper?
It just grows on the walls with the support of something. Like if
Yeah,
you keep a stick in the plant, it'll just crawl around it and it'll grow.
yeah, so it has no strength of its own, no? To climb. But what can we learn from the creeper? About growing with support, isn't it? Some of the creepers have the most beautiful flowers. Have you seen that anytime? A creeper giving out beautiful flowers, blossoming beautiful flowers. then you must see, because there are creepers which grow, which spread very nicely. Sometimes people's walls don't look nice at all. And then what do? They put creepers there. It looks very beautiful. It looks what we call exotic. Beautiful creepers, and that immediately changes it makes a big difference, isn't it? It provides shade, it's so many things for little insects also. So this is something. Let's continue so we can learn. There was a poet who saw a spider falling down and got inspired by that. A spider falling down, again getting up, falling, again getting, while making a spider web.
They can learn to never give up.
Yeah, we can learn to never give up. Look at all of this. Somebody will say spider, yeah, looks yucky. But no, look, there's determination. Okay, just looking at an ant, do you know how powerful an ant is? It can carry. Yes, Fiona.
Nothing by mistake.
Okay, fine. So, how many kilos can you carry, Fiona?
I don't know.
Maybe 2 kilos?
2 kilos.
2 kilos, isn't it? But ant's weight is so less, but it can carry so much times more than its body weight. That you must have seen, no? One small ant which is carrying more than its own body weight. How is it possible? Well, that is something that's crazy. So, like that, different things are there worth learning from nature. So, we can observe, we can receive, and we can channelize it. All right, let's continue. We go into chapter 11, which is the master stroke of a champion. Today's lesson was at the time of sunrise. All children had assembled near a long green land with few trees to watch the bright rising sun. After reminiscing their joyous visit to the botanical garden atop the hill station, one of the students asked a burning question that had arisen while discussing with their fellow classmates. Do you discuss things with your friends? Yeah, what do you discuss? Is it useful discussing with friends?
Sometimes it can be, sometimes it's unnecessary.
Sometimes it's gossip, isn't it? You know what this person did? You know what that person did? See, this person is like, these are all gossips. But when you try to discuss something good, what happens then? You learn, no? You grow. Each of us has, like now, you are attending this workshop. Like that, your friends might be attending something else, might be going elsewhere. So what do they get there? They get experience, isn't it? And that experience can be shared through discussions. So like that, after that visit, all the students were discussing among their friends. Let's see what the student asks. He has a question to ask the teacher. The student says, Sir, all that you taught us till now is great. But how do we implement this knowledge in practical life? It seems difficult to follow and practice all the time. Do you agree? The question of the student. He says, All that you have taught from this nature, the power of nature, all of it is great. It's nice. It's wonderful. But how do I make it practical? Is this a useless question or is this a good question? Yes, Viona, what is it? It's a good one. But isn't this question having some amount of doubt? Yeah, you told all of this is fine. But practically, can we bring it? What do you think? Is it like having a doubt in it? Danur and Vishwa, what do you think? All of you. Yeah,
Small.
small doubt. Small doubt. Okay, Viona also says, yeah. So sometimes doubts are good. You don't have to feel bad about having doubts. If you have doubts, you have to ask them and you have to clarify. Hey, what do you do if somebody does not answer the doubt? You have a doubt, you ask it, and then, yes, Viona, what is it? You have a solution. Tell
I
me.
get angry a bit.
We get angry. That's not a solution, isn't it? That's like a side effect.
I usually just wait till that teacher or person is free. Then I just go and ask the topic.
Okay, that's good. You ask, you see if the person is ready to answer. If the person is occupied, maybe the answer may not answer. That's good. But still, if somebody does not answer your question, what do you do then?
I'll find out on my own.
Very good. That's the way. You should go to the answer. You should try to find out. It's not wrong to ask questions. It is good always. All right. That helps us grow. Our physics teacher would teach so many things and then he would sit in lunch break waiting for all of us to ask doubts. I remember going and asking him stupid questions. My friend had told me this is of no use. This will not come in any entrance exam. But no, I said, what is black light? I want to understand what is black light. Can you tell me? I thought my teacher also will get annoyed. He'll say, what nonsense questions you're asking. This is not there in the subject. But no, he allowed. He allowed all types of questions. And because of that, that encouraged all of us. It taught us to, grow and ask questions. So like that, here a student is asking a beautiful question. He says, it seems difficult to follow and practice all the time. All these things that you have said, they're great, they're good. But what? The teacher replies, yes, I wanted only this from you. Because understanding the ideals may be joyous, but to achieve it would be a dream today. If we follow some psychological and emotional aspects and tame our mind, it could be easy. So, what understanding is good? No, I want to be peaceful. You say that to yourself. Today, I'm going to be very peaceful. And then what happens? Your friend comes and gives you a nice pinch. What happens to your peace? Your peace goes on vacation. Immediately, peace goes out of the room. How dare you? What is this? So many times in life we have questions, no? We want to be something. I want to be calm. I want to be quiet. But see, everything is now making me disturbed. Something like that. So the teacher says, if you follow some psychological and emotional aspects and tame our mind, it could become easy. The student immediately asks, means what, sir? I understood nothing. I understood nothing, sir. This is how he is saying. The, the teacher says, okay, no issues. See, to achieve our ideal, we have to observe and identify the hurdles on the way of progress. The first requirement is to become an ideal student is that he or she must be free from desire and hatred and then perform actions. So the first step, what is the first step? It is to be an ideal student. And the ideal student is how? Is performing all actions without any type of hatred, desire, and doing the actions. The student immediately asks, he says, yes, but can you highlight the same with examples so that we can not only understand but also perform? This is all looking a little confusing, is what the student says. I want something clear. What we'll do is, I think all of you are using your phones, isn't it? Yeah, so I'll just share a photo in the phone, which is about today's image. Just one moment. Yes. Oh, you have it with you. Right. What about you, Vishwa and Danu? Do you have the image with you?
No, sir.
No. All right. Then let me share the screen. Can you see the screen now? Please describe what you see in the screen. Vishwa?
Sir, somebody is sitting and relaxing, sir.
Okay. Who is this somebody? Looks like
Friends.
a teacher, no?
So there are a group of students and a teacher sitting under a tree and discussing something.
All right. Yes. So, One second. Is everybody hearing some audio in the back? Yes. So what did we see? One teacher surrounded by students. How many students are there? There are four students. Today in class also we have four students, isn't it? Vishwas, Dhanur, Viona, and who is next to Viona? He he has gone out, is it? Hi, so here, both. All right. So, what is the line there? There, the teacher says a beautiful message. He says, be sincere, remain quiet, do your work as best as you can. This is all that is wanted from a champion. So, what is this? Can everybody repeat this once? Be sincere,
Be sincere,
remain quiet,
remain quiet,
do your work
do your work
as best as you can.
as best as you.
This is all that is wanted from a champion. I think in any situation, if we can do like this, if we can be sincere, we can remain quiet, then, okay, I think we will allow all our friends to sit together comfortably. Viona, you can keep him aside. Yes, and focus on the class. Let him come when he wants to. Okay. So this message, be sincere, remain quiet, do your work as best as you can. Where can we apply this?
In studies,
Okay, in studies. What about dancing?
yeah,
In
in the
dancing also?
hobbies, in
In your
in
hobbies
the
also? Okay. If you're
the
playing
the
music?
goal the goal we want to achieve.
Yes, yes. Just sincerely do it. Does not matter what outcome is coming, just focus. Do it as best as you can. I remember a friend of mine, he failed, and I thought he's going to sit and cry. But he was smiling. I thought, oops, something is wrong. Is he careless or is he trying to, like, I don't care attitude? So when I went to him, you know what he said? He said, see, I failed only by this much. I tried sincerely. I wanted to become better. This subject was not working for me at all. And now I am happy that I tried and I'll try to become better next time. That is right, isn't it? Later on, he became a good scientist. Can you believe it? The one who is failing in science, becoming a scientist. Somebody says it's not possible. No, it's not like that. So this is what you have to do. You have to try to be little better than what you are before. And that is how you can, improve. So the teacher says here, he says, how can we perform? I want to also perform what principle you're telling. The teacher says, oh, great. The will to do is the foremost requirement, and you have shown a willingness to perform. See, if you are playing in a particular tournament, play as per the rules of the game. Concentrate on your performance and teamwork, putting aside any personal dispute that you may have had with any of the team members. Do not play with hatred or strong feelings or desire of showing off your game to your team members or to other team members. Simply be away from desire or hatred in any act you do. Just play for the joy of playing and giving your best for the entire team. Can you do that in a team game? Is this clear what I've said? Yeah? When you are playing, not for showing off, I want to show off how good I am. Is that why you should play? Say you're playing football. You're going to play the best way you can. You're going to play so that your team wins, not just because I want to show off or I want to show I am better than another person. Or sometimes you have fights with friends, no? And the friends you fight with come into the same team. What do you do then? What can you do? What will you do?
Just Make them play.
Yeah, that time we have to keep that aside, isn't it? Off the field, we'll continue our fight. Now we are in the game, so we are both same team members. So let us keep these fights aside. That is how you can work together when you are united. So this is important. Simply put away that desire, hatred in whatever you do. Just play for the joy of playing. There's a joy in playing, isn't it? How many of you enjoy playing? Yes, yes, we all enjoy. What do you enjoy playing? Please share some of the things you like playing.
I like playing badminton.
You like playing badminton. Acha, what do you like while playing badminton? The smash or the drop
I
or the
don't
service?
know, just playing without the cock falling down. So we don't have to bend it and pick it up all the time.
Okay, you don't like?
And
I
also
didn't
for
understand.
the joy. And also for the joy of playing it.
Yes, but what do you enjoy most while playing badminton? There are different parts. No? There's a service, or there is a smash, there is a
Mine
redrop.
is, I don't exactly know the names, but I like I like when I have to serve and hit it back, like back
Okay,
to
the
the
sound.
opponent.
You like that sound when it hits the center, no?
Like usually when I have the bat in my hand, I'll just move it around and the sound of the bat like moving the air
Yeah,
just
that
pushes it.
air comes.
I
That's
like
fun,
that
isn't it?
sound.
And when the shuttle hits the edge of the racket, that is boring, no? That sound is not fun. But when it is right in the center, it goes in a controlled manner. That's the joy, isn't it? That's the real joy. Does anybody give you a chocolate every time it hits in the center? No. But still you enjoy it, no? Because that is a different type of joy. What about you, Vishwa and Dhanur? You also play, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you play?
I like to play football with my friends.
Okay, so what do you enjoy while playing football? What do you like the most?
Uh, I like everything.
Okay, but most what do you enjoy? The joy part while playing football. I enjoy this when I kick or when you are a goalkeeper or you are a striker, midfielder.
I'm defender, sir.
Oh, you are a defender, so you like quickly tackling, no? When you
Yes,
are
sir.
when the opponent striker is going to hit and you quickly tackle and dodge and escape and send the ball out back to the striker of your team. That is fun, isn't it? So that is the joy, and that is exactly why I should play, not for anything else. Not because I want to prove. Sometimes what happens, our own friends try to irritate us. You are useless. You can't play properly. Then what is I'll show who is proper now. Is that a right attitude? No, our job is not like that. Let somebody say anything. When you play good, it becomes good only, no? Everybody understands you are playing good. You don't have to prove to somebody. You have
Your
to.
watching.
My voice is breaking. Now, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
Yes, sir.
yes, Vishwa, now if your friend tells you you're playing very bad, what will you do?
Uh, I will. I will.
What? You should
I
be
will.
honest. Don't think too much. First thing that comes, you'll get angry or you will get, what will you do?
I get sad.
You'll get sad, no? Why? Because see, my friend is telling like this about me, correct? But what did we learn in today's lesson? What did we learn? When a friend tells us like that, we should not bother about it.
We should just continue with our work.
Yeah,
Sir, again
perfectly
your voice
said.
breaking.
Acha, my voice is breaking again. What about
Sir,
you,
for me
Virma?
it's clear, sir. It's clear only.
Probably Vishwa's internet is having some issue. Okay.
For me, it is not clear.
Okay. Maybe your internet is a little slow, I think.
Actually, sir, his voice is only breaking for me.
Okay. I think your end internet is having some trouble, Vishwa.
What, sir?
The internet at your end is having some trouble. Maybe you turn off the video feed for
Yes,
some time.
sir.
You turn off the video feed, it will become easy. Don't mute, just turn off the video feed temporarily. Yeah, is my voice now clear?
Yes,
Vishwa?
sir.
Yeah, okay, so my question was, what should we do if some friend tells you you are playing very bad? Should you become sad?
Sad. Feel.
Yes, Fiona, what is it you're saying?
We should not become sad.
We should continue. Say, for example, Vishwa is playing football. He is a good defender. He is playing well, but suddenly he misses one time. Immediately, one friend comes and says, "Hey, you are useless or you cannot defend properly." Vishwa should not give 1 minute's importance. He should just, all right, let him speak what he wants. Everybody has a mouth, no? So they will speak what they want to speak. Some people will speak good sense, some people will speak nonsense. They have the right to speak it, isn't it? Or can we say that nobody should have a mouth, only I should have a mouth? Can we do like that? No. So some mouths speak good things, some mouths don't speak good things. So what should you do? You can ignore. Just like how Viona should ignore her friend right now during the class. Okay? Yes, let us focus on the class. So let's get back. So simply be away from desire, hatred. Don't feel sad, no problem. Focus on your work, focus on enjoying the game. Just play for the joy of playing and giving your best for the entire team. Do not do any act in life to show off or to prove it to somebody. Instead, try to bring perfection in action. How simple is that? Never do anything to show off to somebody. Instead, try to bring perfection. I had gone to a drawing competition. My friend really made fun of my drawing. I thought, okay, maybe I have to improve. Instead of feeling sad and sitting quiet, oh no, what to do? I said, let me learn, let me become better. That should be the aim. Not because I want to show my friend I am better than you. If you do like that, what's going to happen? It's going to be a waste. Why? Because you will try to show to your friend, and tomorrow the friend will leave that field only. Then what will you do? Nobody to show off. You're not doing things for showing off. You're doing to become better and better, to improve as a person, to become a good human being. That is why you should do that. Student goes on. Yes, sir. Now it's clear. The teacher says, students, we have learnt about the sun. Its great light that gives life to plants, animals, and humans. But do you know there are many such suns? Anybody knows that?
It does there's only one sun.
No, that's in our galaxy, Viona.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it? There are many such suns. In our galaxy, there's one, but there are many in the universe. Universe is huge, right? It's very vast. Immediately, student says, no, sir. Our galaxy, just like how Fiona said, our galaxy has one sun, many moons and stars. He's correcting the teacher. The teacher says, see, scientists and astronomers have proven that there are many galaxies and many suns. The student says, so many suns? Sounds horrible, sir. We can't even see the one bright sun that we know with our own naked eyes. If we do that, we get dark spots in our eyes. Anybody has tried looking at the sun? Yeah? What happens then? After a while, oh my God, now I can't see anything. So better not look at the sun directly. Yes, Fiona, what's your advice?
Eh, better to wear sunglasses and see.
Yeah, but even after sunglasses, it's very difficult to focus, no, on the sun.
Like after seeing the sun even for 2 seconds, when I close my eyes, everything is just like what is going
Yeah.
on?
Instead, you look at the sun in the early morning before it has become yellow, no? When it is red, then you can see it. The red sun can be seen. But afterwards, it becomes too bright. Let's continue. So there are so many suns, and the student says, "Oh my God, too much. One sun I can't tolerate. How many suns? Too many black spots we'll get." The teacher says, imagine if we see many of them at a time. The students is not possible to even think of it. Sir, our body will not exist if we face so many suns. Because he thinks, oh, I'll melt. There's so many suns there at one time. Then the student says, teacher says, same way, if we think of the many vast galaxies with the many suns that you call horrible, we become silent in respect of their vastness and feel very tiny in front of the universe. Isn't it? Do you agree? If you think about it, I mean, there's so many suns, so many galaxies. Who is taller? You or the sun? Sun only, isn't it? The sun is huge, no? Bigger than our Earth, so many times bigger than Earth. If we were to measure heights, how do we look like in front of that? Can you imagine? Yes, Vishwa, Dhanur.
Even in front of animals, we are very big, but in front of the galaxy, we are never big. We're very
Okay,
small.
we are very
It's like
small.
we're the size of an ant.
We're like the size of an ant. Okay, what about you, Vishwa and Dhanur?
Sir,
Yes? Did you understand my question?
no, sir.
Yeah, in front of the sun, no? In front of the sun, do we look big or do we look very tiny?
Sir, we will look very, very tiny.
Like how example, if you want to, you can put a dot on a paper, no? It
Yes,
will be
sir.
like that, no? We are just one small dot, and this is so huge. And the paper also is not like A4 paper. It's like a very big chart paper, and in that one corner, one dot. That's us. Like that, when you look at the sea, it's so vast. We suddenly feel calm. We suddenly become quiet, looking at the bright, means wide sea, something like that. So here it is something similar. What here is what the teacher says. He says the energy of that's like but you can once again, yeah, we become silent in respect of their vastness and feel very tiny in front of the universe. The student still says, Sir, we cannot tolerate one sun. How can we think of seeing all of them? The teacher says, Yeah, yes, but you have to understand the essence of the sun. The energy of the sun that you see, when you understand the light of the sun and the light in you in the form of the energy is the same. Then what do you think? Isn't that cool? Isn't that interesting? Can you imagine it?
It's a very hard, like a difficult question to understand. There are too many words.
Too many words.
Sunlight, sunlight. I'm
Sunlight.
getting confused with the words in it.
You're getting confused with the words. Okay. Now look, there is a light in the sun. Agreed? That's not confusing. The sun emanates light. Yes. So what is the source of that light? That light must be having some energy, no? When you have a lamp, it needs an energy source. If you have a torch, it has a battery. Like that, the sun also is having some type of battery only, no? That is energy. What is that? They call scientists, you call it nuclear physicists will say these are high temperature thermonuclear reaction. They'll start blah 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 blah. They'll go on. What high temperature nuclear fusion is taking place that is giving such high temperatures. But whatever it is, it's some energy. That same energy which is a source of light in the sun is also inside of you. How does that sound? Believable? How is it believable?
It's like the energy that the sun has. They're just trying to say that our body also has the same energy like that.
Yeah, yeah,
We also
absolutely.
have the same energy.
Yes, yes, the source of energy is one. Before our earth was created, we were all part of a brilliant star, no? What was that star doing? Was it absorbing light or was it emitting light? Emitting light. Then that star exploded. That star exploded and became Earth and became so many planets. Full galaxy was our galaxy came into existence because of an explosion, isn't it? So our Earth was once upon a time. What was the Earth doing? When it was emitting light. When it was part of this great star, isn't it? And we are also part of this Earth. So once upon a time, if you look at it from matter, you look at the matter inside of us. We were also emitting light. Now we are receiving. Doesn't it sound crazy? Yeah, but that's something beautiful. So this energy is one. Immediately, students is it gives a great feeling, and I feel powerful. But if we are the same energy, how can we sustain? It's a good question. The teacher says, "My dear, the energy in the sun is huge, but the same inside of us is as a spark only, and it gets shadowed. When we overcome our desires and hate for something or someone else, that is why we should not only have these desires all the time. Because what is happening because of it? Our spark, which is like the sun, that energy is getting shadowed. It is getting hidden by anger, by hate, by desire, all of that. Am I clear? Am I audible? Yes. Do you agree, Leona, what I'm talking about? This is an interesting thing, isn't it? That what do you think about this? Hate making it make shadowing that energy. What does that mean?
Like in the spark inside us?
Yeah, like?
Yeah. Is it that answer?
No, no,
Like,
I didn't understand. Yeah, please tell me.
is it the spark inside us or
Yes,
something?
there is a spark inside us. That spark gets hidden by hate. That spark gets hidden when we are running after our desires. That energy, no, that is suddenly getting shadowed. That
Because of
light
the
is getting,
desires.
huh?
Desire. That's because of the desires.
Yeah, so that is something we have all of it. Suddenly I got angry. I saw somebody. I got started feeling hatred for somebody. All that good energy inside of me is got hidden. So that is why we have to keep our head clear out of all of those hates, out of all those unnecessary desires as well. The teacher goes on. He says, "But sir, we must hate what is bad and ugly, isn't it?" Now that's a very big question. Agreed or not? We must hate what is bad or ugly. Viona says no. Okay. What about Vishwa? I'll come to you, Viona, in a moment. That's an interesting answer. Vishwa and Danur, should you hate what is bad?
No, sir.
No. You also agree with, you have the same feeling with what Viona is also having. Why should you
Yes.
not hate? Why should you not hate what is bad?
Because there is divine in everything.
Oh, wonderful. Absolutely. Very good. Very good. Danur, Vishwa, do you agree, both of you?
No.
What do you not agree? Is my question clear, Vishwa?
Sir, his voice is breaking.
Okay, his voice is breaking. There's some network trouble then. All right. Let's hope you can hear me. We'll anyway have the recording. We'll share it again. Let's continue. So the teacher says this, when the student says we must hate what is bad and ugly, isn't it? The teacher says there is a difference between hate and dislike. The feeling of liking for good and great things is always present, but there should be no hate inside, even for what is bad and ugly. The teacher says, how, sir? The teacher says, see, one may have likes and dislikes. It is your personal freedom and choice to have preferences, which are most natural. But when you develop a hate for a particular person or a thing, then the emotions produce a negative reaction inside you. And then this becomes a great hurdle. Keep aside your hate or repulsive feeling for something you do not like. One can have likes and dislikes as per one's choices. One may not like a particular dish, example brinjal, and it's perfectly okay to dislike something. But one should never have hate for anything or any person for that matter. Hate only harms the inner harmony and creates imbalance inside and is the biggest hurdle in the path of progress. So you can have choices. You can like something, you can dislike. That is normal. But hate is an extreme emotion, isn't it? Hate is what we can say a dirty emotion. It is a distortion. You know this word distortion? Anybody? No. Or it's like, some beautiful picture is there and somebody throws black ink onto that picture. A beautiful, colorful picture and somebody throws black ink. How is it then? It's horrible, isn't it? It is something like that. So it's okay. I have choices. I don't like brinjal. Fine. But when you say I hate brinjal, what are you doing? You're throwing that black ink inside of your head only. Don't. Don't ever hate anything. You can dislike, but don't have hate for anything because it harms the inner harmony. It creates an imbalance and you cannot progress. If you have hatred, what's going to happen? You cannot progress.
Progress.
That is important. Otherwise, what's going to happen? Your concentration is all in that hatred only. Chance of progress is gone.
Like
I
the
was,
black pink.
yeah, like the black paint only. It's like, array. Means sometimes you're doing some very nice step and dance. A friend you dislike comes in and says something. It's all right. That person is always making fun of you or trying to tease you. That's you don't like that person. Understandable. You can have choices. But when you say I hate that person, what's going to happen? Your dance also you will forget. You will just think, oh, that person. Instead of smile, you have that kind of face. What's the use? You're going to lose your rhythm, isn't it? Your inner rhythm will get lost. It should not happen while we are playing, while we are studying. Otherwise, what is going to happen? It's going to disturb you. There was one friend of mine. He used to, trouble me all the time, continuously. Once I had fallen asleep in class. You know what he did? He got up, sir, down, and from the fourth bench, he leaned up to the, he was very tall. He could come up to the second bench and he said, see, he is sleeping in class. I got caught and full class started laughing at me and everybody was making fun. I was so annoyed with him. But then if that was very close to becoming hatred. I said, this person I don't like. Somewhere luckily I understood this is wrong. Because if you have hatred, what's going to happen? Your peace of mind will go away. So don't ever have hatred. Don't like if you don't like something. Yeah, Viona, you have a doubt? Yes, please.
Sir, how many friends do you have?
Oh, I'm lucky. I've got many, many friends now. I think I'm older, no? That is why. Now I've become 34. So you see, what is your age?
11.
11. What about Vishwa and Dhanur?
Sir, for me, 11.
You're also 11. Okay. So when you're 11, say how many friends do you have? 10, 20, 30, 40,
41.
41 friends. Oh, all your classmates. Is it Vishwa?
Yes,
Oh, very
sir.
good. That's an Vishwa means universal, no? That means universe. So he is also a universal person. He has 41, all 41 friends in class. Viona, what about you?
About 10 to 15, maybe.
Yeah, 10 to 15. So this is when you are 11. Add another 20 years, add another 25 years. The number of friends will grow or not? Unless You become cranky and you say, I don't want friends. I'm going to sit quietly. I don't want to talk to anybody. Then maybe your friends will say, okay, fine. One friend of mine used to say this to the teacher only. He was very good in studies. He said, I don't need any friends. I just need friends if I need one pencil or I want a pen or a rubber. Otherwise, I have no use for friends. I'm going to write my exam and I'm going to go ahead. Is that a good attitude? Yes or no? He's become a very big doctor. But you know what happened? He joined a friend's group. He was continuing to behave like that. Immediately, everybody said, we don't want him in this group. He is troubling everybody. Because what? That is its nature. We should all always have this approach of not hating anybody. Without hating, we can grow. So I'm sure both of you will, three of you also, all of you will get lots of friends if you go in this attitude. No need to hate anybody. What is your aim? Your aim is to progress. Somebody is not good, somebody you don't like. What will you do? You can avoid that person. You can avoid that person. You can protect yourself from the bad thoughts or bad influence. All that is possible. But never, never hate a person because hate is like that bad black ink. We don't want to throw that on our own painting, isn't it? Let's continue. Remember to remain calm and do your work as best as you can. This is all that is expected from a student. The student says, oh, now it is clear. And now I understand the difference between disliking and hating a person or a thing. So the student says, ah, now I understand. It's okay. Dislike is fine, but no, hate is not good. The student says, yes, sure, another student. He says, yes, sir, it's our duty to understand the spark within us and remove the clouds of ignorance. What a poetic statement, no? Identify the spark and remove the clouds of ignorance. We must let it work freely for our development and help us grow from an individualistic, selfish personality to a universal personality. So, what should happen? We should move no, from being selfish. I told you, my friend, he said, I don't need anybody unless I need pen, pencil, and I'm very smart, so everybody will give me pencil, pen anytime I want. And you know what happened? Just after 1 week of saying that, he was crying. Why was he crying? He was saying his partner does not want to play doubles with him in this. Now, you see, he's always been rude. He's always been rude, and he felt his partner should be with him all the time to play. He said, no, I don't want. I found a better person who is being nice to me. And that is when he realized, I have to become a good person also. Should we be selfish all the time? There's no fun in selfishness. So we can also be selfless. It's very important. Because many people think everybody should help me, but they don't like to help anybody. Such a personality nobody likes, no? Someone who doesn't help anyone. Instead, do your work, and at the same time, be nice. Nobody is saying leave your work and help others. Continue your work, but while you're doing that, try on the way as many people as you can help. You can make a big change that way. The teacher goes on. He says, very good, children. This is going to create a strong base for your overall personality development. Manifest the same light by performing right action and bringing out the champion inside of you. To sum it up, perform all actions devoid of any specific desire or expectations. This is the true and perfect way of performing action. A desireless action is the masterstroke of a champion who works untouched by any impulses or any impulsive reactions whatsoever. So now we are coming to the conclusion. Points to remember for today. Number one, if you can perform any act without hate and desire, you can do unimaginably well in any field. Point number two, do not do anything just to show others. Do it as you like, to do it for yourself. So when you do it, Do it for yourself, not just for showing off to somebody else. Make a beautiful art. Why are you doing it? Because you want to express the joy of doing that art. You're playing badminton. Play for what? For experiencing the joy. You're playing football like Vishwa. Play it perfectly. Play it for the joy, the sound that comes when you kick the ball in the right manner, the way you quickly dribble, you move around, all of that. Be sincere, remain quiet, do your work as best as you can. That is all that is wanted from a champion. So, this is the master stroke of a champion. An important lesson. If you want to become a champion, what should you do? You must be quiet, do your work as best as you can. So, with this, we conclude. Can anybody summarize something that you've seen today?
So I learned that you should not do something just to show off to other people, but to do it for ourselves.
Okay, one question, but Fiona. So sometimes when people are bad to you, you should not show off. But if some people are good also for showing off, should we do it?
No,
No, isn't it? Whether you like the person or you don't like the person, you are doing the work for enjoying it. It can be any work. You won't believe I enjoyed once solving a maths problem. I was so happy. I was actually getting the joy, and I think, wow, this is one more way of solving that problem. I felt so happy about solving it. It was a joy. I went to my teacher. She said, yes. The teacher was not very interested. So the teacher did not experience great joy because teacher has seen so many times students solve the problem. But I enjoyed it. So we've got to do it for ourselves. All right, that was one point. Anything else? What about hate?
we should not use we should not use the word hate because
Okay, we should not
it's
use the word
yeah.
hate, but if we don't use the word and still hate, is that good?
No.
I'm not going to use the word hate while talking, but in my mind, I hate this person. That's no use, no? Why is it not good? It's like,
It's very bad to do that to anybody.
yes, bad to do that to anybody and bad to do that to ourselves. Just imagine, beautiful painting you have drawn, and you're like, hey,
Put
black pen,
black
black ink.
thing.
What's all of that, isn't it? So that is something we shouldn't do. Then the last point is this: be sincere, remain quiet, do your work as best as you can. This is a mantra. Do your work as best as you can. That is all that is wanted from a champion. So this is something. You won't believe I had the biggest fear in talking in front of people when I was in school. It was like, how will I speak in front of people? So I really, in the first time I gave oratory in class, I spoke only 3 lines. I decided it's okay. I tried my best. I spoke 3 lines. Next time I speak, I'll speak 4 lines. The next, I'll speak 5 lines. You will not believe by the time I went to college, I was able to speak. I was able to speak in debate competitions, all of it. It was so much fun. Now I'm able to speak in places where I don't know the subject also. So it's something fun. So this is something we should always try. Try to become better and better. So let us now, class is over. We can just close our eyes for 2 minutes and then eat after 2 minutes. All right? Just 2 minutes. Nanur and Vishwa, both of you, close your eyes. Right? Very good. Just 2 minutes. Challenge. Without moving around, without talking, without anything else. Let's just close our eyes. Yes. Only 200 seconds more. Okay, now before opening eyes, let's rub our palms nicely. Fire has to come out before opening your eyes nicely. Ah, all right then. Okay, see you next week then. Okay, bye.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Have a great weekend, all of you. Enjoy. Bye bye.